My name is Jalecia Wright, and I'm here with Indian River High School today as we interview Superintendent Dr. Roberts. So, Dr. Roberts, are you actually from Hampton Roads?
I am from Hampton Roads. I grew up in Portsmouth, not far from here. I went to Wilson High School and graduated before all of you were born, and then stayed around and went to Old Dominion University. So I stayed in Hampton Roads.
That's good. So did you actually, when you went to Old Dominion, did you major in
Education? Yes, I did. First I was going to be a math teacher, and then I took a course that didn't suit me well, so I switched to social studies. So I was in for being a social studies teacher for the entire time I was in college.
So what made you want to be a social studies teacher?
I'm not sure. I've always thought that I liked the idea of being in the classroom and teaching. So it just kind of stuck with me right through high school and into college.
So apart from being a teacher, how did you get from studying social studies to going into being the superintendent?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I was a teacher, started my career at Norcom High School in Portsmouth, and taught there for 3 years. And then I was probably a rugged teacher in those times, a rookie. But I had a great staff of people that worked with me, and they were very proud of their school, Norcom, and so they worked with all of the teachers that were there to try and make sure the students got a great education. So I improved over those 3 years, I hope. But I really improved my 4th and 5th year. I was selected to be a faculty member at Manor High School, which now ironically is renamed Wilson in Portsmouth. Manor was built in the early 70s, and it was a new kind of a high school that had modular scheduling, open space classrooms, and team teaching. And so we did a lot of training to go into Manor, and I think I improved in being a teacher then. So I was at Manor for 2 years. And then I got the opportunity to go to Wilson, where I really graduated from, the old Wilson building, and became a social studies department chairman for 5 years at Wilson. And then I became an assistant principal back at Manor again. So that's how I got into administration. I guess you kind of just want to find out maybe if you can help more than just your class of students, and from an administrative point of view, you can help a lot more students.
Right. So as superintendent, what is some of your responsibilities that you have to your community?
Well, I guess in summarizing them, you could say I'm responsible for almost everything that happens in the division. But specifically, I think my primary role is to provide recommendations to our school board on policy. It is to supervise and manage every one of the schools through my staff, and then finally to work with and attempt to influence local and state officials on such things as school funding, which has been the major part of my career because we've had such poor funding in the past, especially since I've been in this job.
Right. So
one of the major things that I've concentrated on is trying to make our legislators understand that schools like Indian River need more funding. The teachers that are here need higher salaries, and we need better equipment and materials and supplies so our teachers can do a better job. So all of that only comes with increased funding. So I have concentrated on trying to get that word across to our legislators.
that's to be expected.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your biggest inspiration for doing your job every single day and putting forth your best effort?
I suppose my biggest inspiration is recognizing that there are so many needs we have as a school division, and that if I don't advocate for them and make sure that our public understands our needs, and even our staff members understand our needs, because your principal and all the principals in the school division are really speaking for the school division when they go to PTA meetings and have opportunities to meet with parents. And so it's my job to keep them informed as to what they should be saying.
Of course.
So that's probably my most important job.
So what is your fondest memory about being superintendent?
Wow. Probably a couple of things. First, I was selected to be superintendent, Region 2 Superintendent of the Year 4 years ago. That was an honor, being chosen by my peers to do that. Probably somewhere in the second range is opening our pharmacy, which has been a real great thing for our employees because it has saved them a lot of money and it saved our school division a lot of money. And it was a bit of a risk. So knowing that we could open that pharmacy and help a lot of people as well as our school division and making that be as successful as it is probably a good thing. And we've done a lot of other things. We've assisted in making our school board meetings more efficient. We've moved to an electronic school board agenda meeting package, as they call it, that we do everything electronically rather than print paper. We have changed the way we operate our school board meeting. We have our student, if we have to have expulsion hearings, we have those early so students don't have to come late at night, which they used to do. They used to come after the regular board meeting. And the board has been very accommodating and going along with many of those changes. And some of the changes came from them. But I think those things are the highlights.
I can definitely see why the pharmacy is one of your fondest memories. It sounds so inspiring.
And
So what is the thing you're going to miss most about Chesapeake Public Schools when you retire?
the people that I work with. I will not miss the pressures and the politics, and I won't miss the media. I guess y'all are probably in a media class, aren't you?
Yeah.
The electronic media and the print media are not my friends, and they don't do a lot to help our school division. They're looking for the things that they can highlight that aren't positive, and so I don't really get along with them very well. But yeah, the people I work with, I'm going to miss a whole lot.
Yeah, Chesapeake has some pretty great people.
Yes.
So, our last question for today. When you retire, what is... Hold on, Kyle. We gotta get this out.